It Takes Two to Travel is a new reality travel series that takes viewers on fun, fabulous trips.
Breakfast time.
Yes, we're about to have breakfast at Chitwa Chitwa Safari Lodge, one of the most fabulous resorts we've ever been to, located in the Sabi Sand Game Reserve, adjoining the Kruger National Park in South Africa. As you can see, there's a tremendous variety of fruits and meats and cereals and all kinds of things that you expect in a wonderful breakfast. And this is typical of the luxury safari lodges in South Africa. But Chitwa Chitwa is really exceptional. They deliver up to 6 meals a day, all of fabulous high standard, and we're just amazed. It really makes us wonder, how on earth do they do it so far away from their suppliers? It's a mystery. You like your breakfast there?
I like the coffee. I'm having yogurt with homemade muesli and some fruit, and then I'll have an omelette. But you can't beat the scenery.
Yes, you really can't beat the scenery when you've got buffaloes coming down to share breakfast with you, and just all kinds of excitement happening in the wild just beyond where we're sitting. We just love this kind of experience. So we decided to find out how it's done.
Hello, we're here at Chitwa Chitwa in the Sabi Sands with Sheila Steenkamp and Chef Oscar. It's an amazing menu every day. We've been so well fed, we're kind of bursting at the seams. So we just wanted to talk a little bit with the two masterminds and find out how they do it all. So, Chef Oscar, tell us where you grew up and how you got into cooking.
And I did start my career with And Beyond Group.
And Beyond.
Yes. And then I ran the kitchen at Ingala Tendet Camp. And I have been at Overseas before at Switzerland, at St. Moritz, at Palace Hotel.
Yes.
And then...
How did you deal with the cold weather? Very different from here.
It was like my first time to see such a big snow. And I've been with those group for 15 years. And then now I'm at Chitwa Chitwa. Now it's for 2 years.
Yes.
So actually it's where I'm coming from. That one, it's really my background, and I did invest my heart on the cooking.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sheila, tell us a little bit about your background.
Well, I graduated from Silver Kitchen. Also started at Londolozi, and then I worked for CC Africa for 5 years. And I went to Australia for a year, and to just get inspired because I love their cuisine. And I did a styling course with Donna Hay. That is like my guru in life. I love all her stuff. And I always loved the bush. I always had a connection with the bush. And so I'm consulting in the bush at the moment.
And how many meals do you serve a day, including high teas, etc.?
We start early in the morning for as you know, when you get your granola bar and your smoothie.
Yeah.
The wake up, just before you go on your safari. So that's one. Then you might stop for your, when you have your coffee and your fresh muffin. Then you have breakfast, and then lunch, and then there might be a sundowner snack, and then dinner. So how many? 3, 6? People eat quite a lot.
I've noticed that the salads are amazing, the fruit is unbelievable. We drove here yesterday. It's very far from any main place. How do you get the fresh ingredients?
Well, we've got a lot of local suppliers. We obviously support our local suppliers, and we also grow our own herbs and stuff here, and some lettuce on the property.
How do you accommodate for all the different nationalities and their dietary preferences and restrictions?
So I come, like this time I got them a gluten-free paleo. I bring all these books, and we decide, okay, let's take 20 out of here, 20 out of that. So they've got new things all the time.
I have to tell you that the croissant I had for breakfast rivaled anything I had ever tasted in France. How do you do that?
Yeah, normally we do have the pastry chefs. We do make like fresh croissants each and every morning. That's why it tastes like that, because it's really fresh in the kitchen.
Oh, it's amazing. Last night we actually retreated to dinner outside in Mpoma, and all the cutlery and all the dishes plus everything was hot and tasty. How do you manage that, and how long does that take to set up?
We just only use like few hours to do that because we are really organized. Like,
And so it works like clockwise. And last year they actually won the award for the best bush banqueting. They won a huge award for best bush banqueting. So we really try and offer that to our guests, that they eat in a different location every night.
Yes.
Because there's nothing nicer to eat under the stars, or when we just feel like our guests can eat anywhere in fancy restaurants.
Yes.
So we try and get it as close to nature as possible.
All right, it's just the three of us, and we're very far into the bush. Tell me the truth. Who are your most difficult culinary clients?
I'm afraid to say the French. It's definitely the French. Yeah, I think they like particular dishes, and they're not. I don't think they're very extravagant to a sense of like trying a lot of new stuff. Are you going to ask that the next question? What is our easiest clients?
Why not? Tell
Yes.
us. It's just between the three of us.
And it's not because you're American.
Yeah.
It's definitely Americans.
Yeah.
Definitely Americans. They love everything. They can't believe, the cuisine that you give them, like in such a remote place. And everything is awesome, so it's so awesome. Yeah, it's very awesome.
Awesome.
And they love it to like have fresh juice and like the green smoothie that you have at your tea time. They're really just very appreciative of everything we do.
I have to let our viewers know that last night at the Boma, there were a bunch of little American kids, and I saw them roasting marshmallows, which was very unexpected, way, way out in the bush.
Yeah, no, we do that for the kids. I mean,
Yeah.
it's all about having fun. We've got special menus also for our kids. It's like porcupine pasta. So it looks like a porcupine,
Yes.
and zebra pasta and all the sorts of things that we don't normally do, but I said to Oscar, it's fun.
I think some of our local American viewers might be worried that on the menu there's game and things that they're absolutely not used to eating. Is that the case?
It's more African flavors, like what we use, the ground nuts and the tomato and the vegetarian kind of dishes that we bring are the African vegetarian, because we don't want to scare them off. But if people ask, can we have a delicacy, whatever, these guys are great.
Okay, so Chef Oscar, sometimes a guest comes to you and says, I want to eat local cuisine. What do you offer? What's the craziest thing you've served?
yeah, the crazy thing that we can serve is the chicken runaway with the feet. That's what we can serve for them.
Have you ever had a problem with thieving monkeys or baboon here?
Many times. I remember the other time we were doing the roasted leg of lamb on lunchtime. And then when we were busy bringing our food out, we find that the lamb is gone with the big baboon.
Oh no.
And can you imagine? You have already told the guests what we're doing, what we're eating on that
Yes.
time. And then immediately we have to change our mind. Yeah, so sometimes we get that challenge on the baboons.
That's an excuse that you couldn't use at an American dinner party. Well, I was going to have one dish, but a baboon stole it. So that's an easy one for you, Chef Oscar. Tell us about a typical dinner menu.
Okay, let me get it right here. Well, this evening you will have a choice between two starters. And we've got a tomato and fennel soup with a grilled goat's cheese. And we've got an old-fashioned prawn cocktail. We also incorporated old family favorites. And the owner of Chitwa Chitwa, his mother, makes the best prawn cocktail. So we've incorporated quite a bit like that. And then for main course, we got grilled karoo lamb cutlets. And we've got Hanaput slow-roasted duck. Hanaput is a great variety that we get in the Cape. It's like food that's familiar, but with a South African twist. And we also have a chicken soup,
Yes.
and we've got a wild mushroom risotto. And then for dessert, we've got mom's. It's again the owner's mom. We call it your mom's malva pudding, and that's a typical South African pudding. It's like a spongy pudding, like a marshmallowy thing that we inherited from the Dutch, really. And it comes with a milk turkey, a little shot. All our desserts has got like a fun shot with it. And that is it's condensed milk with vodka, with cinnamon on top. So you have that. Yeah, so that's our menu
So
for
you're
this
going to
evening.
sleep happy.
The most popular our dinner menu,
Yeah.
it's like when we do our bush dinners, because like most of American people, let me say it, overseas people, they do like when you do our braai outside.
Yes.
And it's where we display all our traditional like pap, where we used to eat each and every day to complement with the tomato sauce, like chicken, roasted chicken on the fire, boerewors like African sausage, and we do have the best spices on our boerewors.
Any final message you'd like to give to our American audience?
I'd like you to come and visit Chitwa Chitwa because you'll be surprised of all the effort and all the fresh food that you will get here.
Yes, it's delicious and you're gonna love it here.